Welcome to the deep dive. We're taking that stack of sources you sent over and pulling out the really crucial bits of knowledge.
Exactly.
And today's deep dive is, well, it's very specific, tailored just for you, the learner. We're analyzing one detailed source, a video tour transcript of a modern home in a major Florida development.
That's right. And our mission here isn't just about, how nice it looks. It's about extracting the facts.
Right.
The features, the upgrades, the tech, and really importantly, the finances.
Okay.
We're focusing on a 2023 Mockingbird designer model. It's at 1645 McLucas Lane, Lake Denham. That's in the southern part of the Villages, Florida.
Got it. And understanding a place like this, it's more than just square footage, isn't it?
Absolutely.
For you, the learner, it's about piecing together all those small details.
Yeah.
The floor outlets, the water systems, things that really define modern community living and, well, what it costs long term.
We need to pinpoint what makes this particular new build stand out.
And the location matters too, right?
Yeah.
Lake Denham.
Oh, definitely. Context is key. Lake Denham's one of the newer villages, so all the stuff around it, the shops, the entertainment, that's all brand new too.
Ah, okay.
The source puts this house near the new EASTPORT and SAWGRASS areas, so you've got new music venues, dining, shopping right there.
Convenient.
Super convenient. And that proximity, well, that's a huge selling point. It's baked right into the property's value.
Okay, so let's dig in. Starting outside, like the tour does, curb appeal, architecture, what's the first, big win the source mentions?
The plot itself, it's a corner lot.
Oh, okay.
And in a place like the Villages, where homes can be quite close together, a corner lot is, well, it's highly sought after. It means just one direct neighbor.
More privacy, more yard space, perhaps?
Exactly. Big difference compared to an interior lot. It's an immediate value boost.
And the house itself, construction-wise?
It's standard modern Florida build, block and stucco. The video calls it colored beautifully, even better than new.
Better than new, huh?
Yeah, meaning it's pristine, but maybe has some initial kinks worked out, potentially. But they also highlight some practical adds on the outside already.
Like what?
Well, it's got the concrete driveway, nice landscaping, some architectural hardscaping, but crucially, full house gutters are already installed.
Okay, gutters. Why is that crucial?
Well, it might sound small, but in Florida, with the rain you get, gutters are essential, and putting them on after you buy can cost, thousands.
Ah, I see.
So having them there already, that's a genuine move-in ready perk. Saves hassle, saves money.
Makes sense. Now, you mentioned the Villages. We have to talk about the garage.
Right.
The source flags something unique there.
Oh, absolutely. You can't talk Villages functionality without talking golf carts and garages.
So what's the setup?
The source calls it a 2 and 12 car garage, but really it's a standard 2-car garage plus a separate dedicated golf cart garage.
Okay, so a whole extra little garage just for the cart.
Exactly. And since golf carts are the main way people get around there, having its own space for charging, for storage, away from the cars, that's incredibly useful. The video notes it's used for storage now, but its potential as that mobility hub is a major plus.
That focus on mobility, on how people actually live there. That's a good transition inside.
All right.
So, stepping in, the model is the Mockingbird designer.
Right.
But the guide says it almost looks like a lantana. What's that about? Is there a difference we need to catch?
Yeah, there is a subtle difference, mainly in the master bath, which we'll get to. But the first thing you notice inside, the big picture, is consistency and low maintenance.
Also.
The flooring. That's the single biggest upgrade they highlight inside. The source is very clear. Not an ounce of carpet here in this home.
Wow, okay. So what is it then?
It's all tile throughout the entire house.
All tile.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Gives it a really consistent look, and it's super durable, easy to clean.
Yeah, definitely easy to clean, especially in Florida humidity. Carpet can be tough there. But does the source say anything about, acoustics? All that hard tile, high ceilings. Does it get echoey?
It doesn't specifically mention acoustics, no. But, for someone familiar with these types of homes, the implication is there.
Okay.
You get the durability, the climate suitability, but you'll probably want some area rugs, some soft furniture to absorb sound.
A fair trade-off, probably.
Especially for this market, yeah.
Yeah.
Spills, maintenance are bigger concerns than a bit of echo.
Gotcha. So beyond the floor, what else?
We see knockdown textured ceilings and walls that helps hide minor scuffs over time. And plantation shutters.
On all the windows?
Every window, according to the source.
Okay, that's another big ticket item already taken care of. No need to budget for window treatments.
And precisely. Adds to that move-in ready feel. Now, the layout, This is important for privacy. It's a split bedroom plan.
Meaning the master's on one side, guest room's on the other.
Exactly. Really popular design, especially for folks who have family or friends visit for extended stays.
Yeah, you want some separation.
Right. So the guest side has bedrooms 2 and 3. They share a bathroom, nicely tiled shower, consistent cabinetry, all that. But the really smart feature for guest privacy, pocket doors.
Pocket doors. Where?
To separate that whole guest wing, the 2 bedrooms and bath, from the main living area.
Oh, clever. So guests basically get their own little suite.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Not just a couple of spare rooms. Feels much more private.
Okay, so that's the guest side. What about the owner's retreat? The master suite.
It's described as huge, blown out high ceilings, so it feels even bigger. Good-sized closets, his and hers.
Standard stuff for a master.
Yes, but here's where we get that architectural detail. The thing that makes it a mockingbird, not a lantana, apparently.
Ah, okay. The distinction, where is it?
In the master bathroom, it's about the sinks.
The sinks. How are they different?
Well, in a lot of models, you might get 1 long counter, 2 sinks side by side.
Yeah, common setup.
Here, the source points out they are truly separate, his and her sinks, like 2 distinct vanity areas.
Oh, I see. More personal space.
Exactly. It's a subtle thing, maybe, but it suggests a higher level of design, more focus on individual space. It's how designers differentiate those premium models sometimes.
Interesting. And the shower. Anything notable there?
Yes, connects right back to that theme of, like, easy maintenance and accessibility. It's a Roman shower.
Roman shower. What defines that?
Usually means large format tiles. And the source specifically mentions the benefit of those big tiles.
Which is?
Less grout.
Ah, makes sense. Less scrubbing.
Way less scrubbing. Less chance for mold or mildew, too, which is always a plus. And Roman showers often mean no curb or step to get in.
Oh, right. Good for accessibility. Thinking long-term, aging in place.
Exactly. Plus, this one apparently has natural lighting and a separate water closet, for the toilet.
So, a well-designed, practical bathroom, low maintenance, accessible.
That seems to be the goal. Yeah, comfort and ease over the long haul.
Okay, let's move to the heart of the home. Kitchen, living areas. What's the vibe in the kitchen?
Definitely aims for high-end. The bar setup, it's all counter height, no raised section, which gives it a nice open flow.
Materials.
Good stuff. Beautiful cabinetry mentioned. Stainless steel appliances, of course. And quartz countertops.
Quartz. That's popular now. Durable.
Extremely durable. Non-porous, so it doesn't stain easily. Big plus.
Yeah.
And a gas stove.
Ooh, gas cooking. Nice. Is that standard there?
Not always. Sometimes it's an upgrade, requires running gas lines, so having it built in definitely adds value. People often prefer cooking with gas.
True. What about places to eat?
It seems quite flexible. There's a dedicated kitchen nook for casual meals.
Okay.
Also a coffee bar area mentioned. And then there's a separate room. Could be a formal dining room or maybe a den or an office.
That flexibility is good. People use their spaces differently now.
Very true. And the main living room. It mirrors the master suite, huge high ceilings, plantation shutters again. But the source pointed out a really small but telling detail. Something about thoughtful design.
What was it?
Outlets on the floor.
Floor outlets. You mean in the middle of the room?
Yeah. For plugging in lamps, mainly.
Oh, that's brilliant. I hate trying to arrange furniture around wall outlets, trailing cords everywhere.
Exactly. This solves that. It means you can float your furniture, arrange the room however you want, pretty much. It future-proofs the space for different layouts.
That is smart design. Just a little thing, but makes a big difference.
It really does. It shows they were thinking about how people actually live in this space. But, in Florida, the ultimate value add, the thing that really separates standard from luxury, it's the lanai.
Ah, the lanai. Always important. Is it just a basic screen room?
No, definitely not basic. It's significantly upgraded, according to the transcript.
How so?
It's glassed and screened in, so more protection, more usability. It has a sharp coating on the floor, durable, looks good. Recessed lighting, a double fan system for air circulation.
Okay, sounds nice.
Yeah.
But what's the real game changer?
The cooling. It is cooled separately from the main house.
Wait, it has its own AC?
Seems like it, or its own zone, at least. That is huge. Why? Because it means you can actually use the space comfortably year-round, even in the middle of a Florida summer.
Right. Otherwise, it's just too hot out there most of the year.
Exactly. Plus, it has outlets for a TV, other electronics. So it's not just a porch anymore. It's essentially another finished, climate-controlled living space.
Like a Florida room, basically, a third living area.
Precisely.
And
it adds massively to the usable square footage and the lifestyle.
Okay, we've covered the looks, the finishes, the living spaces. Feels very high-end, move-in ready. But what about the stuff behind the walls? The infrastructure? Let's talk technical value. Utility room first.
Yeah, even the utility room gets a mention as being more formalized, not just a closet.
What does that mean?
It has a proper utility sink, not just washer hookups. Cabinetry for storage. Open shelving. You know, it's treated like a real room.
Okay. But the bigger ticket items are usually water and climate systems, right? Anything special there?
Yes. 2 systems were specifically called out that add significant value.
What are they?
First, a PEGASUS whole house water system.
Whole house, so not just under the sink.
Correct. It's a full water treatment system, important in areas maybe with hard water, protects appliances, plumbing, makes the water better overall.
That sounds like a solid upgrade. What's the second thing?
Tied to water, it's a hot water on-demand thermostat.
Okay. Tankless water heater, basically.
Yeah.
Or just the control.
The source just says on-demand thermostat, so it likely means much faster hot water delivery, maybe recirculation. The benefit is convenience, less waiting.
And less wasted water running down the drain while you wait.
Exactly. Efficiency and comfort.
All right, what about HVAC? Air conditioning.
It's a Carrier high-efficiency unit. Carrier's a reputable brand known for reliability, so good quality system there.
And electrical. Anything about capacity? Thinking about future needs, like EVs.
Yes, very important point. The source notes a 220 panel with plenty of room for expansion.
That is important now.
Absolutely. It future-proofs the house. If you want to add an EV charger later, maybe a pool heater, run power tools, you've got the capacity. You won't need an expensive panel upgrade down the line.
Smart. And smart home readiness.
Yep. There's a mention of the white communications box where things like irrigation controls are housed having Wi-Fi capabilities, so it's ready to be the hub for smart home tech.
Good. And one last practical thing, storage. Attic.
Yeah, they mentioned the garage has the capacity for drop-down attic stairs, so potential for easily accessible attic storage above the main garage bay.
Okay, so summing up the physical house. 2023 build, looks like around 2,000 square feet, corner lot, 2.5 car garage, all tile, shutters, upgraded lanai, good water systems, future-proofed electrical. Seems highly optimized.
Feature-rich, definitely move-in ready, well-located. It ticks a lot of boxes.
Which brings us to the
money.
Always. The most critical part of understanding ownership in the villages. The finances.
So the list price, what is it?
The property is listed at $500,000.
Okay, $500,000. Given all those upgrades, the tile, the shutters, that cooled lanai, the water systems, does that seem reasonable in that market context? It seems positioned as a premium move-in ready option, yeah. But $500 isn't the whole story in the villages. You absolutely have to talk about the bond.
Right, the bond. Can you quickly explain that for listeners maybe not familiar with the villages system, it's not just a regular HOA fee, is it?
No, not at all. A community development district, or CDD, bond is basically long-term debt the homeowner takes on. It pays for the initial major infrastructure of that specific village area.
Like roads, utilities, maybe the first rec centers.
Exactly. Stuff the developer put in up front. The cost gets passed to the homeowners over time via this bond, which shows up on the property tax bill.
Okay, so for this specific house, 1645 McLucas Lane, a 2023 build, what are the bond details?
The bond amount is $40,000.
$70,000, okay.
And it's a 30-year bond term. Since the house is so new, built in 2023, the buyer is taking on pretty much the full original amount.
So that $40K is on top of this $500K list price, effectively.
Well, it's debt attached to the property, yes. The source does say the good news is that the amount gets reduced every year as payments are made. But yeah, it's a significant factor.
$40,000 is substantial. So if you're looking at that $500K price tag, you have to factor this in. How does it work? Do you pay it off slowly, or can you pay it up front?
That's the choice and the calculation the learner, you, need to make. You can finance it over the 30 years. The annual payment gets added to your property taxes. It keeps your upfront cash needed lower.
But you pay interest that way, right, over 30 years.
Exactly. You pay interest on that $40,000 for decades. The alternative is to pay the $40,000 bond off entirely, usually at closing.
What's the advantage there?
Your ongoing costs are lower. Your annual property tax bill will be significantly less each year without that bond payment. Saves you thousands in interest over the long run.
So it's a trade-off. Less cash up front, but higher annual payments versus more cash up front, but lower annual payments.
Precisely. And that bond structure, understanding it, is absolutely key to grasping the true cost of ownership and how these large-scale communities are funded.
Okay, so let's summarize the whole package then. The total value proposition for you, the learner. What are you getting?
You're getting a very new 2023 home, fully upgraded, seems like, move-in ready.
Key features being that split plan, the 2.5 car garage corner lot.
Right. All tile floors, plantation shutters, that separately cooled lanai is a big one. Good infrastructure underneath. Located in the newer section, close to Eastport. Physically, it's turnkey.
And financially.
Financially, it's defined by that $500,000 list price, plus the $40,000 30-year infrastructure bond that's still very new.
Requiring a careful decision from the buyer about financing that bond long-term versus paying it off upfront.
Yep. It's an integrated package. You get the luxury, the convenience, but also the financial obligation tied to the community's development.
Okay, that pretty much wraps up our deep dive into 1645 McLucas Lane. We've pulled out the key points. The value of that corner lot, the better-than-new condition with all the upgrades like tile and shutters done, the big functional win of the Cools lanai, the accessible master bath design, and that really crucial financial piece, the $40,000 bond.
And that bond, well, that's the final thought we want to leave you with. The source mentions, the bond gets reduced every year, payments are being made. But think about this.
Okay.
What does the fact that $40,000 of essential public infrastructure cost is financed through individual homeowners via 30-year debt, rather than, say, through initial developer capital or immediate tax revenue? What does it tell you about the underlying economic model needed to keep these huge master plan communities growing so rapidly?
The long-term sustainability, the true cost of that constant expansion. Definitely something to think about.
It is.
All right, thank you for joining us on the Deep Dive. We'll catch you next time.